Hey YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. So, I've been talking about doing this video for a couple of weeks now. This is going through all my Squier basses. So I was thinking about how I was going to do it. Like, do I go through model, range? So I'm going to do it so I'll go through scale length. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Squier Mini P. I bought this as a novelty, and the fact that my son's got a 3/4 bass that's just still slightly too big for him. So when they brought these out, he was happy and so was I. I had the Jackson Minion first, but it's too, believe it or not, it's a lot heavier than this. So this is made in Indonesia, 2020, 29-inch scale, the 42mm nut, full size bridge, full size pickups, volume and tone like a P bass. I blackened the scratch plate off because it came out like one. My son wanted it to look like my Duff McKagan bass, blackened the headstock. Lovely propeller type tuners on it, sorry. Small headstock. It's in proportion. It's really cool how they've done this. Nice bass. The only downfall that I would say about it is when it comes with small strap buttons, and I mean really small. So if you're going to get one, change the strap buttons. Apart from that, really cool bass, nice to play, sounds cool. I use this for gravity work. When I'm away working, I take my wee headphone amp, plug myself in, sitting around and don't annoy anybody when I'm sitting playing my bass. Definitely a wee portable guitar. Really nice bass. So, moving on to the next one. Next one is the Fender Vintage Modified Jag bass. Really nice bass. This is my second one. I had my first one before I had my YouTube channel. Didn't really like it. This one came up for a really good price. Couldn't say no, got it, and I actually kind of like this one now. What I've did to this is I've vinyl on the control plate, changed the knobs to Telecaster style. That's about it. This is a 2018 skunk stripe, Agathis body, really nice guitar. Pickups are amazing in this. Definitely a lot better than the Affinity PG that I've got. These pickups are a lot better. I actually considered swapping them over, but the jazz bass wouldn't fit for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't even take it out, measured it, it just wouldn't fit. I could get this one into the Affinity PG, but I couldn't get the Affinity PG one into this. I probably could have just changed the covers, but no, I actually kind of like these pickups now. Yeah, really nice bass. My mate loves this bass because it's small and he's got lady fingers, so he likes this one. Yeah, so next, so that's 30-inch scale, that one. Next 30-inch scale we've got is the Squier Bronco. This is an 04, so this is one of the original Broncos. I've had 3 of these, and this is the oldest one I've had, and this is one of the, as I said, the first ones. How you can tell is one model halfway through, the necks didn't have a skunk stripe, they were just 2-piece maple. The first one's a 1-piece maple, so the original one's a 1-piece maple with a skunk stripe. The next ones after that were 2-piece maple, no skunk stripe, and then the third one that came out was 2-piece maple with a skunk stripe. So they've changed them quite a bit. So if you've got an older, but a kind of newer one, if you look at it, you actually see that it's a 2-piece neck, regardless if it's got a skunk stripe or not. So this is one of the original ones. 1-piece maple neck. I think they realised that they were giving too much guitar for the price. I've vinyled the scratch plate to make it black, to make it look more like a Music Master. Fitted the Strat knobs to make it look more like a Music Master. Thumb rest, black pickup cover. The machine heads, they're actually amalgamation of the original machine heads that came off this, and the ones that I've took off of the first Affinity P basses. So then I've basically amalgamated them together to make sure to give them these style of machine heads, because originally they came with the kind of more T-shaped ones. So I wanted these to vintage 70s strap buttons, but they didn't come off a Fender. I can't remember what they came off of. So if you don't know anything about the Music Master, which this one's based on, the Music Master was the first kind of kit starter, intermediate kind of package that they used to do in the 70s, or the student model, should I say, similar to student model. And they were designed, so you either got the Music Master with an amp, I think it was a dual sonic or a dual sonic shaped guitar with the same amplifier. And why they could do that is because the controls of this is exactly the same as a guitar. It's a guitar pickup, guitar volume and tone, and a guitar capacitor. So you could run it off the same amp. I did see an article, an advert for them, whereas you could actually buy the bass, the guitar and the amplifier in one package, or you could buy the bass with amplifier, guitar and amplifier, or all separate. So it's the first kind of student model that they did, Fender, and now they brought it back, but they named it the Bronco rather than the Music Master. Yeah, really nice bass. As I said, look out for the earlier ones, because they have got one-piece maple necks. Later on they didn't, they had two-piece maple necks. So there you go. Really lovely figuring the maple this guitar, love it. So yeah, Squier Bronco bass, and that's part of the Affinity range. Oh, and what was going another thing I was saying about the Jag. The Jag, they've stopped making this one now. Discontinued it. The Jag now you get short scale is part of the Affinity range, and it's got a humbucker. So these are becoming very well sought after, these ones. The Mustang, they did a Mustang with the exact same setup. The only difference was with the body shape. That was it. So very well sought after, these ones now. So that's us done the 30-inch scale. So the one and only 32-inch scale Squier that I've got is this vintage modified Telecaster Special. 32-inch scale. I think it's a 48mm nut. No, 45mm nut more. I got it right, 45mm. 43mm nut, should I say. I think the Jag is 42, I think. Well, the Jag's 38. So the Jag's 38, the Mini P's 38, the Bronco's 40mm, and this is 42. 32-inch scale, roasted maple neck, vintage opposite round tuners, which means when you go to tune as normal, you're actually listening. When you're listening, you're actually tight. It's weird to use with. This has got a Fender wide range pickup in it that I've put a split switch in. So you get Fender wide range humbucker in position, we call it position 1 forward. Position 2 is wide range humbucker and the jazz bass by Duncan Design. Then all the way back, Duncan Design, volume, tone. But then when you go forward again all the way, you can split it. So you've got half the humbucker, then in the middle you've got half the humbucker and then the jazz bass. Really nice bass, really heavy. Got typical Telecaster jack. This is a 2012, only made this for 1 year. And there's two variations of it. The other one is just the Telecaster bass, which got a single coil, but still got a 3-way switch, which I can't understand or get my head round the wiring. But it's still got a 3-way switch that does 3 things. Don't ask me what that is. don't know. So this is a really nice bass. Got this for a really good deal. When I went to pick it up, the guy that I bought it from knew that he was selling it for a lot cheaper than what he should have, because he had 20 messages telling him so, but because I'd already said yes, I'm on my way to get it, he gave me it for what he'd advertised it for. So yeah, really nice bass. Love this bass, really heavy though. Then when I got that, I had it up at Mad Marbles and I said to him, well, I'll not need one of the precision basses with the wide range pickup in it, but I got a chancy one for a good price, so I bought it. So this is us on to the 34 inch scale now. 34 inch scale with a 40mm nut. This is a vintage modified Squier precision bass TB meaning Telecaster bass. I think why they call it the TB is because of the headstock. And it's to distinguish between this shape and headstock than the one that everybody knows now as a P bass. I think that's why. This bridge has got a vintage 2-saddle bridge, strung through. This is the second guitar I've ever owned that's strung through. Fender wide range pickup, same as the Telecaster bass with the split switch. I added the split switch just to give it a wee bit more dynamic sound. Really nice neck. I would actually prefer this feeler neck on my P bass because I like this neck, it's really nice. Yeah, really nice bass, tobacco sunburst, slab body. Just one contour cut here at the back here for your forearm. Based on the 1950s bass. Then it moves on to the CV50. So did I tell you the year of that? The year of that is 07. So the one after that is a CV50, based on a 50s style bass, but being classic vibe. The actual body shape and contours is exactly the same as a Fender. It's a Fender P bass, a modern one, but with the looks of a 50s bass. So it's single coil like the original 50s. Scratch plate, but this came with a white scratch plate. I've obviously changed it to black. Roasted maple neck. This is a 2020 skunk stripe, as it should. Nickel finish hardware. Cool thing about this is it looks white in the video, but it's actually a pink colour with blue wood grain. So the wood grain actually looks blue, and it's because it's made out of pine like the original one. The rest of them, don't really know the body. Some of them are basswood, some of them will be ash. I think the Squier precision based Telecaster TB is ash. I know the Jag is agathis, this is pine like the original one. So the CV is, rather than having the slab body, it's got contours like an up-to-date P bass. Really nice bass. Swapped this for a 5-string bass. If I was to buy one of these, I'd probably bought the Tobacco Sunburst one, but I got it for a swap, so I'm happy with this. I'm actually glad I've got this colour now because it is quite a cool colour, and they're all slightly different. I know someone who's got one of these the same colour, and his is slightly different because of the wood grain and stuff, so it gives it a kind of unique look. So everyone's got their kind of unique look, whereas if it was Tobacco Sunburst, it would just look like a Tobacco Sunburst guitar. Next one we'll go for is the original Affinity P bass. So this is one of the first Affinity P basses that they brought out. This one's made in China in 06. I got this for pretty cheap, so I decided to mod it, and I did the Billy Sheen mod. But instead of using the EBO pickup, because I don't like the EBO pickup, I've purposely went out and bought a bass with this pickup in it, so I could just take the pickup in it and Mad Malco end up in the body and neck. I've took it, because this originally should have the small stem tuners, which I've obviously took out, rerouted for full size tuners, and that's the tuners that I used to make up the ones for the Bronco. Chinese neck, Chinese made guitar, no skunk stripe, but a really nice feeling neck. How my belly sheen works, and I did this before Malco, so sorry Malco. So my wiring is different from his. I think he's done it more, he's done his own wiring as he always does, crazy wiring, but I want to keep mine simple, so I wanted to keep the P-bass sound. So the P-bass pickup's exactly the same. You've got a volume and tone for the P-bass and its own jack. This black jack, this jack here, so the silver one here is for the standard P-bass, the black jack is for the humbucker. And the way I've done it is you can switch that humbucker off, so you could have the humbucker going to one amp, the P-bass going to another amp, so you could have your humbucker with effects and stuff on it. The P-bass one, just clean sounds, volume up, tone up, play your P-bass, have your humbucker set up and ready to go, and you just flick the switch on and it turns the humbucker on, and you have double sound in stereo. Blacken the headstock, like, because I like doing that, just with vinyl, so I want to take it off, I can. Yes, this is actually quite a really nice guitar. 34-inch scale, 40mm up. Really nice. I was going to sell this, but I think I might just keep it. Yep, so I think I might just keep that now. I might strip it or repaint it or something, I don't know yet. So this is one of the... I bought this. Well, I bought this in 2018 because it's a 2018 and I bought it brand new. So this is, if you go to buy an Affinity P-bass now, this is what you get. They still call this a P-bass even though it's got a jazz bass pickup. But I've set this up more like Duff McKagan's. So, black scratch plate, skull drawn on it, volume for the P-bass pickup, volume for the bridge pickup, tone for everything. Blackened the headstock with vinyl, black machine heads. It's a 2008, as I said, nice satin neck, darkened the fretboard with actually tattoo ink. So tattoo ink, let it sit, buffed it off, oiled it, no residue. This has got drop zones on it, so when you detune it, you don't get a kind of sloppiness off the strings. Apart from that, it's a nice bass. Not too happy with the pickups though. The pickups, I prefer the pickups to the Jag. I don't know if I say this in this video because I've tried this video quite a few times. Keep getting interrupted. And I preferred the pickups out the Jag in this because they're really punchy. Because these are just Affinity. These are Affinity pickups, they're not as good as the vintage modified pickups. Then vintage modified is no good as you pay the money, you get better stuff. So I don't know what to do with this, if it's worthwhile buying a better set of pickups or not. I'm not decided yet. I'm kind of holding off because now I'm starting to get a wee bit more quality guitars rather than quantity. I might just hold out to see if I can maybe get a Fender Boxer, which is the Jazz Special, same as Duff use, or try and get a Duff copy or a signature. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. I'll leave it as it is just now and decide later on. So last but not least is the only jazz bass I own now. Because once I got this, I sold every other one. Sold the fretless, sold my other 70s one, sold my 80s Japanese copy. And just kept this because this is a really cool guitar. I'll tell you why. So it's a vintage modified. It's a 2019. And it's called a vintage modified jazz bass 77. This should have the Strat style knobs, but I swapped them with the Jag ones because I wanted them on the Jag. Because I wanted the Jag to kind of look more like the Bronco. So this has got back to vintage style jazz bass pickups, knobs, white binding, white block inlays, black scratch plate 3-ply. This comes with standard Seymour Duncan design jazz bass pickups. So again, it's a really quality guitar for pretty cheap. And the only way I'd probably either sell this or move it on or whatever I'm going to do is if I get the chance of a Fender, as a Fender jazz bass, because that's the whole point of buying and selling guitars and swapping and trading, is to try and trade up. And I managed to get my Fender position, and you never know, I might arise that I might get a chance to do it with the jazz as well. But until then, I'm happy with this. There's other guitars that I want. I'm more a P-bass player than I'm more anything else, but I like to have a jazz to play. Yeah, this is the one jazz I want at the moment, and I like it. I traded this for another guitar. If I was the same with the CV, if I was to go out and buy this, I'd actually wanted this, funnily enough, a tobacco sunburst with a maple neck rosewood fretboard with the white binding and block inlays. But because I traded it and this came up, I got this and I'm actually kind of happy with this. It kind of goes with my theme. Even though they've got a theme there, the guitar's either white with black scratch plate or it's neither full black. So it kind of goes with my theme. All my guitars, majority of them have all got Roto Sound 66s on them. The jazz bass has it, the precision bass TB's got Roto Sound 66s, the CV 50s at Roto Sounds, the black Duff one, Roto Sounds, this is Roto Sounds, and the other Telecaster. The rest have all got kind of no bad strings on them, because the ones that I play the most have got Roto Sounds. So there you go. Finally got this video out. Believe it or not, I've been trying to do this video since about 10:30 this morning. Just keep getting interrupted, so that's me failed out. So I'm a bit rambly there, I apologise. But I got there in the end. So originally, I'm going to put another video out maybe tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, depending when I get time to do it. But another one will be coming out. But originally I bought a bass last week that that was meant to be this week's video, but I'm got a delivery coming tomorrow, which means I've got my first unboxing video of what's in the box, whatever way you gotta do it. So rather than the guitar I picked up that was meant to be for this week will get left, and that'll be next week's video. But that is a cool bass. Yeah, really cool bass. So that's this week's video, next week's video. This week's video, when it arrives tomorrow in the post, I'll do the video and I'll open it up on camera. For two reasons: one, that I've never done an unboxing video, and two, it means as well when I get it still in the box and I'm opening it up in front of the camera, if there's any damage to the guitar, I've got documentation to say that I opened it up like that. So that's when I'm going to do it on camera as well. So my first unboxing is probably going to be tomorrow. Kind of looking forward to it. I know what's in the box, I know what's in it, but I've never held it. So it'd be cool to do my first unboxing and sharing it with you guys. Right, so I would have said I'll have a nice week, but next time I see you, we'll be doing my unboxing. Hopefully tomorrow night maybe. So until I see you again, guys, please like and share and subscribe. Get your pals to subscribe. My subscribers are going up. I think I might be at 79 or 80 maybe. help me get a wee bit further. Tell your pals. You don't have to watch my videos, just subscribe. Get my subscribers up. To see if I can try and get at least over 1,000 in 6 months. I'm aiming for 1,000 in 6 months. So yeah, hopefully after Christmas I'll have at least 1,000. My subscribers are going up pretty quick actually. It's just surprising. I stayed at a plateau for a while and they're starting to shoot. So hopefully keep it going. Like, subscribe and share. Tell your pals to do it. Tell your friends. Even if you don't like bass guitars, tell them to help a brother out. So until next time guys, stay safe. Catch you soon. Carry on.